It's Sunday morning. It's 6:15. I'm about packed up. I was able to get in contact with Soraya here at camp a little bit. She sent me a photo of the guy who's a day ahead of me, has already gone through the next section, and he posted to the forum, thankfully, that there's not going to be any water from, was it Knob Hill or Knob Bald or something, to this place near Harrod, Illinois. And it's a good, if I had to venture a guess, I'd probably say 8 miles. So I've got a liter on me. I've got a little bit of liter that I'm going to use to take my pills and finish up with what I'm eating. Then I'm going to hit the trail with a liter. And then once I get to this Knob Hill, I'm going to see what kind of water they got there. I'm going to finish off my other liter, Camel Up, 2 bottles, and go the rest of the way with that. Just because, I mean, it should be fine with one, but I'm not going to take a chance if there's, because he says rocky terrain, because I was filtering out of, like in desperation, I'd filter out of a puddle, but if it's rocky terrain, I'm probably not going to see any puddles, so I'll just take a few bottles and go with that. Sounds like today's going to be a bit of a struggle. I'm starting to get into the Garden of the Gods area, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not going to be hiking, unless my last night was rough. I got into bed at 5 p.m. or in my hammock, and by 6 it was dark, and I'm just laying there. So it's been 12 hours. I've been up off and on. I got a decent enough sleep, but just a lot of, sleeping. I thought camping by myself was going to be a problem, but it's really not that much different than camping with Soraya. Once we get in our hammocks, we don't talk to one another. It's basically lights out. So, it was really no different. Going to camp by yourself is like, you just kind of have to, I usually rely on her to tell me where she wants to camp. And I'm just walking along. I'm like, you have to get off sometime. You're not going to find a campsite. So you just have to get off. So I'm trying to be the voice of Soraya in my own head. But, yeah, so far it's pretty typical of standard backpacking. I'm a little galled on my inner thighs because the underwear I was wearing yesterday was not the underwear I'm used to. It's a much longer boxer briefs that kind of go down my leg a little bit. These were shorter boxer briefs, and I got galled a little bit. But I took those off, put on my long underwear, and just chilled for the rest of the night. And it's better now. Knee was kind of giving me knee was a problem throughout the night. I was kind of moving it, sticking it out to the side, pushing it back in, just a whole night of that. And I'm afraid that I didn't work it out, and it's going to be the same problem with my knee this entire trip. That's kind of what it's sizing up to be. So I brought ibuprofen, but I only brought I think enough, 4 pills a day. I think I may have packed a little bit more, but I don't know if the ibuprofen's actually making a difference. And with the amount of hiking I'm doing, I really feel like I need more, to be honest. As far as my phone and battery situation goes, it's looking okay. I'm 100% charged now. First battery pack's down to 80%, 81%. But I got 2 of them. I really need to get started. I'm sitting here jawing on. It's daylight savings was overnight, so it's technically 7:15, or at this point probably 7:30. So I'll be getting a start around 8, which is the same as yesterday. Only I'm losing an hour of time. So, and I needed all of that time to do 15 today. So I'm going to need it all again today. Maybe I'll have less energy issues and I'll be better overall with, not having to walk up roads, but we'll see. Okay, it is now 7:30 and I am heading out. So we are another 15-mile day. I knew this was going to happen. I knew day 1 and day 2 were going to be the real struggles for me. And the doubt is sinking in. It's starting to hit me pretty hard. The idea that I'm not going to be able to do this. I mean, because I started out, you know, in good condition. You know, good night's sleep, full of food, ready to go. Now, I feel like I'm dehydrated. I feel like I don't have any energy. And, yeah, and to think that I have 9 days left, you know, the way my legs feel right now, just now getting on the trail, I don't know. I really don't. But that's always day 2 jitters. So we'll see. Well, I'm here. I don't know what the here is, but High Knob back of camp and High Knob guard of gods is this way, obviously. This way. So that's the way I'm going. I was hoping, it was said that there was going to be water here, but I may have to look at the map and see if I get too far ahead and I don't see water, I'm going to need to go off trail and find some. But I hope he wasn't talking about that water source back there, because if that was it, then whew, maybe I should ask people. Kind of got a old dilapidated cabin here I'm walking by. I don't know how good of a shelter it'd be. Doesn't look like it's private property. I don't see a sign. Let me see. Oh. Hurricane Bluffs, Dead Horse Canyon. Huh. Interesting. Here's another one. Ooh, not as in good condition. No, I'm not going in there. Got another little shelter. This one's got windows, but I don't know. There's some barbed wire across that, so that might not be a shelter, so to speak. Or maybe it was a house once and now it's nothing. I don't know. Okay, looks like coming to an area. A road at least. Trying to find the trailhead. There it is. High Knob Overlook Picnic Area. So I guess this is High Knob, or at least going to it. I'm going this way. I have to say, my spirits are a little quelched. Or squelched, or quelched, or whatever you say. My spirits are down. Black water tends to do this to me. And I always start out in the morning a little dehydrated and parched. And I'm really looking for a water source. I think I'll feel better once I get to a water source. It's been going uphill this whole time. Finally had to take my shirt off because I was feeling it getting moist, and that's my night shirt. I can't get that wet. It'll get moist, but I don't want it wet. And yeah, so I'm just kind of taking my time, not trying to blow myself out in the first 4 or 5 miles. I sort of feel like I did that, may have done that yesterday inadvertently. So I'm just taking my time this time and just waiting to come across some water. Once I get to water, which is supposed to be at High Knob, hopefully I didn't have to go into camp to get to water. I guess I'll find out soon enough. But I'm gonna camel up. I'm gonna take some, I'm gonna use some, what do you call it, electrolyte tabs, and drink a full liter of that, and then sit there for a little bit, and then fill up another bottle and drink that, maybe, just so I can be full on water. And then I'll be ready for this next stretch to Herod that doesn't have any water. I'm taking 2 bottles with me regardless, so we'll see. Oh. I guess they're not going to move. Oh, there they go. Come on. That was interesting. I've seen some deer on the trail before, but I haven't got them on camera yet. I wasn't recording at the time last time I saw it. One was a giant buck that ran across the trail, but that was funny. Oh, they're chuffing at me. They're not happy. All right, I'll let it go. Yeah, they just hung out at the side and watched me pass. I can say one thing for sure that I've noticed since I started going, at least in these first couple of miles, going east to west instead of going south to north. It feels like the ups and downs aren't as extreme. Don't hold me to that, because I don't know if you see that, but that to me, what I'm looking at right now through the tree line, you probably can't make it out all that well, but that is like, that's pretty tall. And I'm going downhill, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to climb up that. I was too happy about that, but we'll see. Hopefully I get water before that climb. Otherwise, this ain't gonna be a good day. I'm not quite sure what this is, but this must be that knob hill, if I had to take a guess. It looks like I'm going into it. Oh wait, no, there's the trail. I wonder if they have water here, like actual water, and not just a stream. Oh, that would be nice. Developed territory, something I'm very interested in. Hello. All right, I'm getting back on trail after taking a little bit of a break at High Knob. Went to the camp store, filled up both bottles of water at the spigot, and was donated a Gatorade. My predilection to go without money, like, oh, I have card. Apparently, nothing is as it seems down here. I'm not going to be able to pay with card. So some dude just named Don gave me $20. I was like, are you sure? You don't have to. He's like, just felt bad for me because I didn't realize that there wasn't gonna be any cash down here. Told me to make a donation to some trail society thing or something, and it's like, okay, I'll do that. I took a photo of the sign he was talking about, and because I told him, hell, I'll drive back when I'm done and pay you what I owe. He's like, that won't be necessary. Nice people, very nice. They gave me some information about Eddyville. I was kind of counting on Eddyville to have a store of some sort to where I could just get like another bottle of water in case I blow out my Sawyer. And apparently no, That ain't gonna happen. They didn't know of any stores along the route that I'd be able to get to easily that would have them, so I'm just kind of taking what I can get. If anything, I won't be able to link it up to it, but I'll be able to use this empty Gatorade bottle they also gave me Gatorade. I'll be able to use the empty Gatorade bottle as a third bottle if necessary, but I don't know. I'll have to see. I'm just gonna have to really, really make sure I don't blow out that other Sawyer bag. But yeah, they were saying it's going to take me at 15 miles a day. It's going to take me 12 days to finish. She said that they say it's 160, but it's more like 180. I'm like, yee. But I'm going to stick with 15, at least for the first 2 to 3 days. If I start feeling better, then I'm going to kick it up. I'm struggling to figure out why I didn't bring the electrolyte pills. Maybe I just convinced myself that I was never going to use them. But, geez, the doubt is really starting to set in on whether or not I'm going to finish this, because there's so many things, so many little missteps and miscues and things that I don't have and things that I really need, and the days are going to be longer unless I start really picking up the pace by day 3. I don't know. I guess I'll have to see where I'm at. Well, someone camped here last night. I can definitely smell the fire. Pretty nice. I am, on my way to Garden of the Gods. I'm on my way to Garden of the Gods. I'm, I don't know what's going on with me. I just don't feel good. I don't know if this is day 2 jitters that I knew I was going to have, or if I have something like a bug or something in my stomach. My stomach is in knots right now. Not feeling good. I'm not doing good on miles. I'm taking too many breaks. Called Soraya a little bit ago. That probably took 20 minutes. Then that camp. Oh my God, where am I? Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh well. That camp, I spent a little bit too long of time. I appreciate their generosity. I just spent too long. Now I gotta figure out where I'm going. Sheesh. Alright. See, here I was all worried that Herod was gonna be like 10 miles away. It's only 6. I can go that far without water. Jeesh. This is what happens, man. Just day 2 jitters. I mean, I can make 6 miles for water. I've got 2 liters and half a Gatorade on me. Of course I can. Sheesh. Well, that's good news. It'll be even less than that when I get to Garden of the Gods. So I'm gonna take a break at Garden of the Gods, I would think, and drink the rest of that. I don't know if I'll drink the rest of the Gatorade. I'll drink some water, and then take my pack off for a little bit. Take another break. Why not? And then head out from there. And then that would be 10 miles down once I get to Herod. So I have 5 more after that. I don't know. Depends on how things go, I guess. Wait and see. It's almost 10 o'clock now. I know I've taken a few breaks longer breaks than I thought, probably an hour of that. So I can't really gauge anything on this, on time, but it is discouraging that I've only done 5 miles in that 4-hour span. And that's not even true. I didn't get started till 6:15. So technically, I mean, every minute counts, every quarter of an hour, every half an hour when you're hiking. So, and then when I'm taking breaks, you know, like at the campsite, I was probably there for about 30 minutes. Then when I was talking to Sarah on the phone, it was probably 20 minutes. And I took a break before then. I'm taking a break now, and this is like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes I'm taking here. So it's like, yeah, when you take about an hour, that's only 3 hours and 15 minutes, so 5 miles. It's slower than what I should be going. I mean, even at 3 miles, I should be more than 5. Even at 3 hours, I should be more than 5 miles. My calves and my knee are giving me so much, more problems than they've ever given me in the past. And I think the reality is starting to set in that I can't pull 15 miles a day. It's kind of shitty, you know, but I'm wondering now, if I can't do 15 miles a day, then what am I going to do? Because I just figured I'd hike throughout the day and it'd be fine, but I mean, you can't tell now, but I just got done, like, composing myself after sweating buckets. I mean, I was just like, it would not stop. I was like a waterfall of sweat. I haven't been this sweaty in a while. Well, the signage said 6 to Herod from back there. That was obviously a lie. It's 7 miles from where I'm at now. So, and I was lying to myself when I said that, like, oh, I could have kept going last night. No, I couldn't. There's no way. It was already getting late. I only had probably half an hour to an hour before twilight. And I didn't want to set up camp in twilight. And that would have only got me at that stage. I would have only got maybe another 1.5 miles. The thing is, I've got an easy out today, and it's weighing on me so heavily. And I know if I don't take it, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to get a ride after today. If I'm certain I can't do 15 miles a day, then there's no point in going on. And I'm telling you now, I don't have enough beef jerky. I don't have enough pepperoni and cheese. I don't have enough snacks. I only brought 6 of those granola bars, and I'm already halfway through those. So, and this is day 2, you know, and I'm just struggling. There's something going on with me where my energy level is just kaput. It's like, it's so discouraging, but I didn't prepare for this trip as well as I thought I did. And I thought I could just carry all the food on me through the whole trip. But not without adding at least 10 more pounds worth of stuff, because this is, I guess now I finally confronted the reality of the situation, that I am not eating enough on these trails. You know, I'm barely cracking, I think, 1,000 calories. And I'm using that up when I'm hiking, so I'm literally just not even... I got a little bit to go to the parking lot. I'm going to make my final decision then, so we'll see. So this is it. Didn't even make it through day 2. And I'm calling it quits because, well, a number of things really. My knee is just... I don't know what's wrong with my knee. It still hurts. Look right behind my knee, the upper calf. Really hurts. And that's impeding my ability to walk. There's also the aspect of I was having trouble breathing, having trouble like sweating profusely, having trouble breathing. Energy levels just across the board are low. I don't know what's up with this trip. I was feeling it yesterday, but today it was just like doubled. I thought I would wake up slightly rejuvenated. It's literally like I didn't even sleep. It's like I just laid down for 12 hours and then got back up and continued right off from where I left off. It was kind of a kick in the teeth. Harrod is probably 6 miles away, but that would have put me somewhere along the lines of 3 miles out from my goal. But I knew that by 10:30, I knew there was no way I was going to be able to... even if I did get 15 in today, I wasn't going to be able to keep that pace up. And then it hit me that I'm going to run out of food. Especially if what that JoJo lady said was true, then I'm going to be off trail before I'm done anyway. So I'm like, why? I guess it'd be different if I didn't have to hike a minimum of 15 miles a day. And I wasn't apparently injured. It's a real letdown and I could have made it more, obviously. I could have kept hiking for as long as I could, but the reality set in that I wasn't going to finish. So I figured why subject myself to like 5 more days of pain? I don't know. It's a real letdown, I can tell you that much.